made it up. She made it up. She made it, y'all. So why she gonna talk? Why she gonna take me and tell me to do this and then take me? Then call for the Sunday and tell me to make sure I do it. Like they need a little. I better not do it alone because they go I know they ain't gonna know because they didn't want to.
Good afternoon and Aggie Pride. Welcome back to our weekly Monday press conference. My name is Brian Holloway. We'll MC it a little close to the mic. Just want to remind everyone that is watching online and everyone here about our Aggies All In campaign. You can give the text at 7177, or you can go to incataggies.com, press the button at the top to give through the website. The dynamic of college athletics is changing, and so we do need your support to make sure that A&T stays on top. Now to some football business. North Carolina A&T had the week off last week, coming off a 22-16 loss to South Carolina State. This week, we faced the Campbell Fighting Camels here at Truist Stadium. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 p.m. Had a record-breaking Saturday 2 weeks ago with Andrew Brown. Had the longest field goal in school history, 55 yards. Give it up for him. Also broke the school record for most field goals in a career with 43, and he's currently tied for the most field goal attempts with 62. So congratulations to him. Also with us here today, we have our linebacker, Joshua Isaiah. He leads the team in tackles, but of course, the man of the hour, our head coach, Mr. Shawn Gibbs.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start off by thanking my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for all that he has done and all that he will continue to do. Coming off homecoming, first of all, I'd like to give a special shout out to all the alums and fans that showed up. It was a tremendous crowd. Special thanks to the band and the cheerleaders for all their support, and all the former players that were in the building. It was great to see them. I hate that we didn't get to celebrate a homecoming victory with everybody, but I can promise, going forward, we're going to do everything in our power to end that homecoming drought that we have. I think, again, our guys played hard and they gave us the chance to win, but we just didn't find a way to finish. Defensively, I felt like we played a solid game. We didn't really give up but one explosive, which was crucial. It led to points. But other than that, I think the defense was solid. And, offensively, we couldn't find a way to run the football, and we had two crucial turnovers that led to points. And that ultimately was the difference in the game. In the kicking game, like Brian said, I think Andrew had a phenomenal day with 3 field goals, a school record, 55-yard field goal. And congrats to him again on breaking the career record for most field goals. But that game is behind us, and now it's time to flip the page to Campbell. They are a well-coached football team. I think Coach Harris and his staff have done a really good job. Those guys are well-coached on both sides of the ball. They played a tough schedule so far. Some really tough opponents like East Carolina, NC State, and Rhode Island, who's number 9 in the country right now. So we're going to have our hands full. But, coming off a bye week, we've had a chance to heal up a little bit, do some self-scouting, and figure out what we can do good, or what we are doing good, and what we can do better. And, now it's just time to go to work, go back to work tomorrow, and get ready to go out and compete on Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Coach, we say self-scouting. Was there anything that when you went back and looked at the film and all the things that happened so far this season, was there anything that you said we could definitely maybe change on this or correct this?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some things that we gotta improve on, things that we can do better, things where we can be more efficient. That's the purpose of self-scouting, and we're gonna go into this game improving on the things that we do well. You know, one thing we got to do better is run the football, and we got to continue to eliminate explosives defensively. But we're excited. The guys had a good week of practice last week, practice yesterday. It was a good practice, and, you know, hopefully we can put together a good practice on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Coach, obviously with the bye week, that's extra time to practice, extra time to rest. How would you just kind of describe the way that you guys tried to use that extra week to get ready for this week?
Well, we spent the first 2 days really working on ourselves, on North Carolina A&T, working on our fundamentals, and trying to improve fundamentally. And then the next 2 days, we started working on Campbell. So, you know, we try to use the whole week to heal, give some guys some rest that were nicked up, try to get them back and ready to go. But the first part of the week was just about us and trying to get better.
Were there any new, perhaps, messages, drills, or just maybe activities that the team did in order to kind of address that culture issue that you kind of talked about, maybe to bring in that togetherness a little bit?
Well, I do feel like we're getting better from a cultural standpoint. You know, the guys are buying in, they're coming out to practice excited. Even when they're not excited, they fake it. So that's good to see. The main theme that we got to harp on is to finish. You know, part of our culture is how you do anything is how you do everything. So we're trying to encourage these guys to finish everything that we do. That's every rep in practice. That's every tackle. That's everything that you do off the field. Finish your lunch, finish your dinner, finish your homework, finish everything. So we can learn how to finish. You know, we talked about starting fast, and we've had some games where we started pretty fast. We talk about winning the middle 8 every game. We've done pretty good in the middle 8, but what we haven't done all year is finish games. So, you know, that's definitely something we got to learn how to do. We got to put it all together. We fix one thing and then something else will break. So we got to find a way to put it all together for 60 minutes.
How helpful was the bye week in order to kind of maybe address the mental exhaustion that goes on with tagging on so many losses and having to kind of recover those? Was that at all helpful in kind of tackling that?
Yeah, I would say it was helpful, but I don't think our guys are mentally exhausted. I think they're excited. At least that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing guys that want to come out and work and get better each and every day. I know I'm not mentally exhausted, and I don't really see that from him. We're mentally excited, you know, because we get another opportunity to go out and play a good Campbell team on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So, you know, that's what we're focused on.
How did the demeanor, like I would say in the last game, those two crucial turnovers, how did the team kind of rally around the offense to kind of stay up and continue to compete?
Well, you know, I mean, honestly, anytime you turn the ball over like that, it's frustrating. And, you know, it can let the air out of you. But I think that our defense came up still with some good stops, you know, late in the game. And the offense was able to go down and score and make it competitive. You know, and give us a chance for a one-score game. We just weren't able to finish. But, you know, I think our guys do a good job of continuing to fight, not getting down. We don't let them get down. They don't let themselves get down. The leaders on our team are constantly encouraging guys to keep it up, pick it up. So, you know, we're getting better. We just gotta keep working, keep grinding.
What in practice are you doing to adjust? I know Campbell is ranked nationally when it comes to forcing turnovers, ranked second in the league as well in forcing turnovers. So what in practice is going to be the focus to kind of enter this game prepared?
Well, Raven, you know, from coming out to practice, we do ball security every single day. So we're going to continue to do that every week. We focus on ball security. Now it's just got to be an extra emphasis because these guys really do a great job of getting takeaways and forcing turnovers. So all of our ball carriers got to be extra aware of putting that ball away and securing it, making sure we have proper ball security and, you know, not putting ourselves in harm's way.
Coach, on that second fumble against on homecoming, it looked like it was like a mesh. There was a miscommunication. What are the rules when a quarterback is trying to kind of give the ball to the running back and pull it back? How do you determine who keeps it and who lets it go?
Well, ultimately, it's the quarterback's responsibility. He's got to have strong hands, and if he decides to pull the ball, he's got to have a firm grip on it and get it out of there clean. The running back he's going to take the football, and so once you put it in his belly, if you're going to pull it out, you got to have strong hands and get it out of there cleanly. And we just didn't execute on that. That's, you know, something else that we do every day. But, you know, we got to make sure that we're putting the emphasis on it and taking it serious.
And as far as you say, you got some guys back healthy over the bye week. I know Tim Alderman, he kind of went out the game last week. And also, what is the status of the quarterback room with the guys who got hurt earlier in the year?
Well, they're still probably not going to be ready to play on Saturday, and we're waiting to hear back on Tim.
Coach, you guys do a lot of things together as a team. I know you often talk about you guys' Bible studies. What are some things that keep the team unified, even in the face of you guys not really seeing the results that you want to see?
Well, I think this team has a quiet strength and determination. You know, when you haven't had the success that you want, you hear a lot of negative stuff, and a lot of times that stuff brings you closer together for competitors such as myself and a lot of guys on the team. So we're just trying to block out all the noise, focus on the positive, and understand that we still got a lot of football in front of us, and we still have a chance to have a good season. So, you know, that's been our focus. You know, we're just worried about trying to get better each and every day, and we understand that it's part of the process. And if you're going to believe in the process and be process-oriented as a program, then you got to trust in it and understand everything happens for a reason. And the only thing we can control is our effort today. We can't control the past. It's the past. So the only thing we can do is try to get better going forward.
Coach, keeping like Andrew Brown, does that affect your play calling when you get close to the red zone? Do you keep in your mind that you have a makeable field goal here if you just do, keep it conservative, or how does that affect you in this situation?
No, we don't want to keep it conservative. We want to try to score points anytime that we can. What we do want to do is make sure we're taking care of the football. If we're in field goal range, then we got to make sure we don't turn the ball over or take a sack. The quarterback has to be aware of that. I wouldn't say so much the play caller. We're going to try to score. But, you know, as the quarterback, he's got to understand, okay, we're in field goal territory right now. We call it the gold zone from the 40 to the 20. And then when we're in the gold zone, we got to make sure that we're extra careful about not turning the ball over, not taking any sacks and getting us out of field goal range, because we do have a kicker that can hit from 50 plus.
We saw the emergence of another wide receiver, Thomas Brown, has had a touchdown, also made a big catch for a first down. Can you just talk about him and his development?
Well, I mean, Thomas is a guy that's been around here a long time, so it was good to see him make a play. He got an opportunity, and he took advantage of it. He had two crucial catches down the stretch, and I thought he made a heck of a play on the touchdown. So, you know, I'm just happy for him. He's been here and been through a lot. So for him to be able to score on homecoming, it's good to see. Just wish we could have had a win with it.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless.
This next young man is a junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He leads us in tackles, had 9 tackles against South Carolina State. Also had a big-time interception. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joshua Isaiah.
Good evening. Obviously, we didn't get the results that we wanted on Saturday. But as a defense, we played better than we played in the past few games, and we were glad to step up in that for the offense and make some plays. Again, we didn't get the results that we wanted, but we keep working every week to get those results and get the wins.
Can you describe your thought process on that interception?
My thought process was I just read the quarterback's eyes. My read in the zone was blocking, so I just read the quarterback's eyes, got a little deep, just seen the ball near me to play. That's all it was.
As a defensive guy, do you have any anxiety when the ball's in the air to catch the ball and actually complete the turnover, or defensive guys are not known for their hands all the time?
I mean, if you grow up playing football, you caught a ball in the street, you catch a ball, playing football, so no.
How was the bye week for you? What exactly did you go, lessons did you take from homecoming, and how are you recovering to get ready for this week?
We had a great week of preparation. Just getting back to the basics, going up some calls. We haven't ran in a minute. It was a great week just to go back and work on your technique. Some things you do in camp that you don't do during the season as much. Just go back and working on those things and fundamentals. It was great to get some rest. We had a couple days off. So it was good to go home, see my family. So that was good.
It seemed like defense just had another level of energy in that homecoming game, another level of intensity. Is that something that you guys have been focusing on together, or is there just a different level of belief?
No, I was saying level of belief. We just feel like we've been letting the team down, especially my position group personally. So we want to step up, make some plays for the offense, because they've been making plays. JD, Kev, all them boys, West Grade. So we want to make some plays for them and help us win games.
Is there anybody specifically on defense that's leading that charge to say, like, we want to step up, we want to make plays, or is it kind of like a collective thing?
It's a collective thing, but I've seen major improvement in like leadership from like Trey Mittman, Ty Wayne, Aaron. They still do their thing. Hood, Tim, even Tim been hurt, but he's still been leading. And KB, he's still been leading. He's been hurt, so everybody been stepping up as a collective.
What do you know about Campbell's offense from W?
They have a little bit of a 2-quarterback system. Number 1, he's a great athlete, and then number 6, he can pull it down and run it. But he's more of the natural passer. So we got a plan for both of them. Good O-line, solid O-line can move defenders off the ball, and it's great running backs. They get behind their O-line, get behind their pads, and run the ball. So we got to be sound and our gaps and be disciplined.
Did you see a lot of similarities from this film from last year's team?
They're very similar. So it's same quarterback, same personnel, same scheme. So same thing to me.
Does that put a lot of stress on defense to have to prepare for 2 different styles of quarterbacks?
It puts an extra amount of preparation you have to do. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit extra preparation. But we prepare for that.
Anything else for Joshua? Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, it's time for our transition. We'll transition to our internet show. While we do that, please jump in line, grab some refreshments, and we'll get ready for our coaches show. Thank you so much.